CEO and the founder of Poets for Dinner, right? And she does this event every month at the last Sunday of the month. She feeds you and she gives you wonderful poets come through and singers and all types of stuff. We have a wonderful time. The last event was on Halloween, and I'm gonna just
It
say
got
this:
real
if you wasn't there, you missed it. You crazy if
because
you
it
wasn't
got
there
real.
because you missed it. Yes, it got super real, and I enjoyed every bit of it. Me and my wife and the people I had with me absolutely loved it. Really, I mean, I can't wait to the end of the month for your events. I love it, Grace. I'm telling you, it's really, it's like I say, like I told Destin at his event too. When I come in, I leave different than when I come in. You know,
Amen. That's a blessing
that
right there.
yeah, that means a lot to me because we all need that. We all need that. So I
Amen.
know you've been writing a little bit and putting down a bunch of stuff on paper. So what did you want to go over with us tonight? What you have for us tonight?
Well, I have some new shit for y'all, but if you don't mind, I'm gonna start off with a little old shit real quick, just so
Okay,
that way I can get back and get settled, and y'all can get the good shit. You feel me? The good shit.
got you. Well, right
So
now,
for
if you want to plug anything or talk about the businesses that you got going on, please do that too while you walking. That's fine.
I Shay. So listen, y'all. Yes, I am Grace Love. I am the founder, CEO, and host, chef, and bouncer, and all of the good things for Pose for Dinner. As John has stated, Pose for Dinner is the last Sunday of every month. It's a free event, free show, free food, free hugs, free love, and we mean it. Like everything is free. We do take donations, though. Please understand, we take donations. We're actually in the process of working on a major project for us because next year will actually be our 10-year anniversary.
Yes,
So you feel me?
that's
So
awesome.
and thank you. So in preparation and celebration of a whole decade of existing in this Baltimore mic scene, and even my own personal anniversary of working and doing poetry for 15 years, like we celebrating all of that by doing a documentary on Poets for Dinner and on the Baltimore art scene. So
Wow.
please stay tuned for more information. And John, we're gonna have to interview you. We're gonna have to talk to you because we're interviewing
Absolutely.
all open mic hosts, all anybody who ever came up on the scene and decided that they want to leave their name on the scene. We interviewing you because we need to know one about you, one about you, two about your contribution, and three about the impact that the scene has had on you. Because people like to talk about Baltimore, they like to talk about Maryland like we ain't shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
no one ever gives us credit for how much culture and richness we have. Like our city is one of the only cities in the United States where you can literally find an open mic every single night, virtually and physically. And then that's amazing because a lot of people have gone virtual since COVID started and they've
Right.
been really, really scared of doing physical. But like even for instance tonight at the poetry party is an open mic and they've been going since before COVID and they was going all the way through COVID. Okay. Like I want to bring attention to people like that because what we fail to give credit to is how much mental health stability poetry adds to people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk
Even though
about
it's not therapy, it can be therapeutic to write it out, perform that shit, and leave it on the stage. Or even to hear somebody else, you go out there with your mindset, oh, I'm only doing this for me, I'm doing this for me. And you go and you hear a poem, and like you said, you come out completely changed, you know? And that's what I live for, and that's what I want to celebrate with this documentary. And that's going to come out in April. Like I said, it's going to be on our 10-year anniversary. We're going to have the showing. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm so excited. So many organizations have already, you know, chimed in saying that they want to be a part of it, from old people to new people. Like I'm just so excited. So yeah, there's that. Um, so with that being said, I can actually do this quick piece, kind of relevant to that. Okay.
okay.
Um, this is one of my favorite pieces that I've done because I feel like everyone has felt this way at some point in time. Like they felt like giving up, but instead of giving up, they just continue to pursue. Okay.
Absolutely.
When you are a living legend, your vision it don't need correction. From people who are incapable of seeing the dream assigned to your journey for you to believe in. And when you have been designated with a purpose, people will talk you out of your growth so they won't feel worthless. They will set fire to your ambition just to distract you from your life's mission. But be great anyway. Show up and out every day, even if the audience is just you and your mama, even when they saturate your legacy in their self imposed drama, even when they curse you for not falling back and it seems that you are always under attack. Please keep going. Because there is no way in knowing whether you're on the brink of madness or greatness, so keep pushing. Even when you have run out of patience, believe me when I say, even when one door closes, there are opportunities in the hallway. Don't
Mm,
accept defeat as the end.
mm,
Even if you have to start over again, what is meant to be will always be, and what isn't was never your cup of tea.
mm.
Sometimes that no was the greatest blessing of them all. Because your journey is far greater than any fall. Don't concern yourself with the success of the next man. Every failure that you've encountered has been a part of God's plan, and I can assure you that even the turtle finishes the race at its own time and at its own pace, for there is nothing fair about favor, but there is always triumph for the spirit that refuses to waver. Because then you are creating your own future and destiny. So manifest, do the work, and let it be. You are more than enough. Even when that road gets rough, even when the storms come knocking, there is a breakthrough that is hitting your way despite all attempts at stopping. No one can tell you how to summon your life's miracle. Only you are your life's oracle. Didn't you know you was magic? I mean, John, brother, didn't you know you was magic? And that there's a light in you that will make people hate you because they can't have it.
Talk about it.
Shine anyway. Do you think a lion loses sleep over what sheep may say? No, they just rule the jungle, rinse and repeat. So don't allow nobody's opinions to place your hopes on the back seat. You are a living legend, and your vision don't need no cosigner or correction.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I need to get some horns in here, some shit I can squeeze and or a
Right, like,
drum or something I can bang on and stuff. You know what I mean? I
right,
love it.
right.
I love it. Grace, how do you do it though, sis? How do you stay so like, it's gotta be the love for you because you stay so even right now, like you just shining, you just bright. You know what I mean? How do you stay so enthused in what you're doing and so positive about it constantly?
Um, a lot of prayer, a whole lot of prayer. Like me and God are in constant communication all of the time. Like even while we're talking, me and God having the whole conversation sidebar. Like, all right, sis, you got this good, you doing good, but you gotta do this next, you gotta do this because ultimately, like I've been hit hard. I've been hit hard a couple of times in life, and not just recently, like throughout life, but it really, really makes me realize there is such a void for love that I have to be present. I have to be overcompensate. Like I mean, of course, I chose to make it my mission to overcompensate for the love of other people. But God has empowered me. Like I'm not gonna say with like short term memory, but short term memory. I forgive
Right.
easy.
Mhm.
I switch between emotions a lot faster. People. I've been diagnosed clinically as persistent depressed, which
Mhm.
means I'm always depressed. I have 10% where I'm actually genuinely happy.
Mhm.
Like the rest of the time, most of the emotions are like, okay, I know that the reaction I'm supposed to give to this. Like somebody says something funny, you're supposed to laugh. Someone
Right.
says something, smart, so you're supposed to say, that's interesting. But the thing is, when you have like mental disabilities like that, and you have anxiety, and you have PTSD, a lot of times that can get in the way a lot. But what I have done to also overcompensate even those emotions is to find good things. Like in each moment, I try to find good things, and that allows me to amplify. Like that's why I have no problem complimenting people when I see them because it's easier for me as a person to show up despite how I'm feeling if I can find at least one good thing to focus on.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know.
Damn. I like to look over some of my shows and I think it was the first time I had you on. You just blew me away with your poetry, but you were also just like now you was dropping some dimes on me and you talked about affirmation poetry, right?
Ashe. Ashe.
Um is that something that you still practice that you write about and indulge in?
Oh, of course, of course, of course. In fact, it's so funny that you even mentioned it, right? Because I
Uh,
recognize, like, even with all my affirmation poetry, right? I never wrote a gospel poem. So I ended up writing one that's kind of also an affirmation poem at the same time.
okay.
Um, I was about to say, if you're ready, I can perform it for you now.
Yeah, you can go right ahead. You froze a little bit, but I can still hear you. I can still hear
Okay.
you perfectly clear. But yeah, you can go
Okay.
right ahead, sis, whenever you're ready.
Awesome. All right. So the poem is called "I Want God to Recognize Me."
Okay.
So it goes. I want God to know me by my name and face. Recognize His creation as His grace. Find me and see what He has created hasn't been altered, no matter how often it's been debated. I want my body to be a testimony of God's glory and mercy. How it can heal even while hurting. How it can rise even when knocked down.
Can you hear me, sis? I think she's breaking up. Her Wi-Fi may be acting up,
Yes, I can
guys.
hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yep, I see you
Can you
perfectly
hear
now.
me?
Go. There you go. Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Am I still good?
Yeah, I can
All
hear
right.
you. I can see you, but you frozen. But we can hear you perfectly.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you want me to take it back from the top?
Yep. I can. All right. You good now? Yeah. Go ahead, please, dude. Please. I don't want to miss nothing on this.
I want God to know me by my name and face. Recognize His creation as His grace. Find me and see what He has created hasn't been altered, no matter how often it's been debated. I want my body to be a testimony of God's glory and mercy. How it can heal even while hurting, how it can rise even when knocked down, how it illuminates love and life from the root to the crown. I want to be worthy of my Creator's blessing and grace. I want to be and do more than just occupy space. I know that I am free. But
Hmm.
others must pay attention. Invest time and energy before I could even listen. They have to appreciate the space I occupy in their journey. They have to be reciprocating and be worthy. I am the altar and not the sacrifice. Because God so loved the world, He has already paid the ultimate price. So I will not be altering my temple. To fit into whatever mold you hold in your mental, God created me personally.
I think we having an issue with your Wi-Fi. I guess, sis. If you can move in wherever you were at a little while ago, if you can get back to that area, there you go. You good?
All right.
I can see you
I'm
and hear
good.
you now. Yep.
All right. All right. So the last line was God created me personally and told my mom to name me Grace. So it would be blasphemous if I did not move in that space. There is room for improvements for sure. But I've earned every scar and I've healed through and endured. So no, this body, there will be no alterations, no surgeries, add-ons, or man-made physical compensations. I am my creator's creation, born beautiful, flawed, and live in deviation.
I love it, sis. I love it. You have a true gift, my man. You have a true gift the way you just spit like that, you know. As a fellow poet, I know it's not easy to remember all of the poems that we like to share and the process that we go through to remember that shit. You know what I mean?
Ashe.
Kudos to you. You know, definitely kudos to you. But yeah, you really dropped some dimes on me on the last show with the affirmation poetry because a lot, right now, a lot of us are going through depressing times. A lot of people don't want to admit it, It took me a lot to really break down and realize that I had to go and get therapy for certain things and talk about stuff instead of letting it
Mm.
fester and just sit, you know what I mean? And that's when I found writing. I always say that's when I found writing. Writing is something that just helps me to put all of that shit out of my mind and just focus on something else. You know what I mean? Create something else, and then in the process of it, when you're creating something in it, that's the beauty of it to me as well. Because um, victory in a storm. You know what I mean? When you go through a lot of shit and you've been through some things, and you can write about it or talk to someone else about it, because we all go through stuff, and may help them and may help them get through. Definitely. I know you help us. That's what I'm saying. With that good ass food and then the word. I mean, seriously, sis, it's amazing. You are, you know, it's so many of us that appreciate you. You have no idea. Um,
I appreciate y'all because y'all make me feel like I'm not crazy. Like, when you have an idea, right, and that idea just keep playing in your head and keep telling you, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, right, and it almost becomes like a voice in your ear, even, right, where it's like, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. You start to feel like you're really crazy. I'm like, okay, you're telling me I'm supposed to just show up to this space and hope other people is going to show up? And the voice is like, yeah, that's what I said, dude. And then, like, I show up, and I swear, like, I know by now, by now, I should be used to people showing up. Okay, I know I should be. I should almost expect it and anticipate that people are going to be waiting for me, right?
Right,
But
absolutely.
every month, I am surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh shit, I ain't fucking up yet.
Right. After all these years, and every month when you do it, it's packed. I mean, it's definitely packed. People come in and come in. It could be almost over. People still trying to get in the door. You know what I mean? So,
Hell yeah, hell yeah. People coming in,
longevity,
people, yup.
the longevity of you doing it for so long, is just it's incredible. I know it's a lot of faith in that because I learned to just not even worry about. In the beginning, when I first started doing my own open mics, I was worried about attendance. You know what I mean? I had one
Mm-hmm.
or two. I had one or two that was packed, and then a couple of them where it wasn't just me and the poets there, basically. So I had to learn, and I had to realize that the vision that I've been given by God is something that I'm supposed to work the vision. He supplies
Yep.
everything else.
Yep.
All the other stuff he brings the people in. You just do what you're supposed to do the vision, promote, do everything that you're supposed to do, and he'll do the rest. I know that to be true because a lot of this shit people don't even know. I started in my basement. I wrote Unusual Favor. I was in my laundry room for like a year every night downstairs writing Unusual Favor. It was a stage play at first, and then I wrote it into a
Hmm.
book. So, you know,
Hmm.
just
Go
being
here.
able to have that out, that outlet to create something and write really saved me, and it kept me sane. And I believe it helped me with as far as even my stress level, my uh what's the word I'm looking for us as black? Well, our high blood pressure, but they always call it
I was say
hypertension.
blood pressure, right?
The
Right.
hypertension bullshit. So it keeps me at a nice, nice even tone. On my sister came out. She should be back in a few. And I know she's still there, but it keeps me at an even tone. So like I said, guys, my book Unusual Favor is available on Amazon. You want to grab that? It's on Amazon in a paperback version and in the ebook version. Also, Spitfire Poetry Shutdown Volume 1 and Volume 2 are also available on Amazon. They are in the paperback version. All right. And like I said, hit me up, man. I got Spitfire t-shirts, Unusual Favorite t-shirts, all colors, all sizes. Hit me up. I'll send you my cash. Well, the cash app is my name, dollar sign. Not my name. I'm sorry. Cash app is dollar sign Spitfire 4646. Um, Different colors. Whatever. 25. Hit me up. I got you. I'm sure I'm gonna be doing a shout out to my sister Shamice Jacobs too. She has an event coming up November 27th. It's a workshop that she's doing. Um, Basically, it's about healing. You know what I mean? It's about redirecting your mind and healing yourself, and just being positive. And whenever she's doing something, it's always a good vibe. I know it's going to be in a positive space, a safe space. So I can't wait for that. I'm going to be a vendor at that event. And I'm also, I think, a guest speaker as well. You want to follow Shamice Jacobs on Facebook. I think she's on Instagram as well. But you want to follow her so you can get tickets for this. All right. Tickets are $35. And she has bundle deals on tickets. All right. So go on her page so you can see everything that comes with the ticket because you get fed, you get a bunch of shit. All right, for that price. We gotta take care of us. So yeah, November 27th. You know, I share that flyer on my page a lot. I tag just about all of my poetic friends and family who's always been there for me so I can spread the word on whatever we got going on. I like to promote everybody. Um, somebody asked me one day, man, why do you share other people's stuff on your pages and all that? Why not? Like, I don't, come on, man. You know, it's about networking. It's about coming together and doing stuff. Whatever's going to happen for you is going to happen for you. It don't have nothing to do with anybody else. If it's for you, it's going to happen for you. So don't be afraid to help somebody else. Stop that bullshit. You know, you really do. You need to stop that. What time is it? We got 7:41. So that was my sister Precious Love Givers. If she comes back on, I would love it. But if not, I understand because she is always busy. As you see, she's at an event right now. She's at an event right now, a poetry party, Lafayette and Charles Street. I have not been to that event, and because I'm always here on Wednesdays doing either Spitfire or Unusual Favor. But I think I'm gonna try to shoot down there tonight after this is over because I think they go until 10. Um, but that looks like a wonderful event too. That space is beautiful. I've seen a few videos that Grace has shared um, from that event. Um, y'all want to follow Grace Givens as well. She's an amazing person, man. She's beautiful inside and out, really. I mean, she helps a lot of people and she got her own stuff that she deals with every day like we all do, but you would never know because she puts everybody else first. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man. You know, once a month, every month. Well, I keep saying once a month, but I'm thinking about her poetry events. But Grace is back. Okay, she can call in. I'm live still. She can call in or come back on. I haven't seen it just yet. Yeah, I sent it to her. But yeah, Grace, if you watch it, no worries, honey. I know you're busy. Trust me. I know how it is. But yeah, like I was saying, you want to follow her, guys, because she does her poetry events at the end of every month. Poetry dinner. It's her 10-year anniversary coming up. I can't wait for that. I definitely want to be a part of that because she's inspired me and she helped me to, when I went to one of her first events I went to of hers was in, I want to say 2018, 2017 or 2018, one or the other. And I was just blown away. First of all, by she giving away so much free food to everybody that was there. And then when the poets got up and started doing that thing, I was like, damn, like this is it right here. And it made me want to get up and do, something that I had written maybe like 4 or 5 months before. And it's crazy because I was going through so much shit at that time. Back then, if you told me I would be doing what I'm doing now, I wouldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Because I was really dealing with some shit. And if it wasn't for writing, um, and also my faith in God because I do have a faith, you know what I mean. Um, and I was very active in the church. Shout out to True Deliverance and Pastor Michael Wiles and everybody over there. I was very active in the church at one time, and it did help me. It still helps me to this day when I pray and do whatever I need to do. You know what I mean? I may not be present in a lot of the churches that I used to frequent, but it's because of a lot of people that I met back then that I'm where I am right now. So with that being said, Shamice Jacobs, like I said, you want to follow her event November 27th. I forget the name of the place that event is at. You got to go on my page because I had the flyer up and I also shared she has a couple of videos that she does. Shamice Jacobs, she's like a life coach and a poet and a published author. Like she another one, man. She got a lot of stuff going on. She's a wonderful person, and she's inspiring. She's very inspiring. She's a host. You know what I mean? She can host the shit out of any event that you do. And if she hosts an event at your event, you need to pay. You need to pay these people who's doing your events too, y'all. They bringing the people in. Come on. You gotta pay. Sometimes you gotta put a little out there so you can get the get what you need. So we're gonna stay on here for a little bit longer. Maybe my sister can get back on. If not, it's not a big deal. I know she's busy at the poetry pantry. You want to go check that out, y'all. And that's at North Charles Street in Lafayette. I believe I think so today is Wednesday. This is the second. Yeah, this is the second. So I think it's second Wednesdays and maybe fourth. Not sure. Also, this Monday coming up, check out my brother Desmond Guy. Go on his page too and check him out. Desmond. Shout out to Desmond and Jewel Guy. I had them on me and my wife's Unusual Favor podcast last week. Amazing couple. I love them, man. They funny. They a real cool couple. And they're another group of people who inspire me. There's a lot of people that I've encountered the last, I would say, 4 or 5 years now. It's 2022 coming up. Of people that I've been around who just they don't even know how they've inspired. But yeah, shout out to Desmond Guy and Jewel Guy. You want to check out Desmond's open mic. It is every first and third Wednesday, and he also does one on Thursdays. I think it's every first Thursday. But I know for a fact next Monday night, his event, I believe it's at St. Paul Street. I don't want to give out. I know it's on St. Paul, but I think it was 103 St. Paul Street. You want to check that out too. His open mics are awesome. Nice, intimate. I love it. I love it. I love the vibe. I wish I could find an open mic to go to every single night. I really do. Because when I go in there, it's like you know, an alcoholic going to an AA meeting or a drug addict going to a counseling meeting. Like I get so much out of it, and I get so full of like ideas and all types of things, you know. So, and Monday's date. So today's the 10th. I think that's the 15th. You want to come check out Desmond Guy's open mic. And he also does I think it's called Sangria and Sonnets or something like that. Go on his page. Go on his page and check him out. See what he's got going on. Check out his wife too, Jewel Guy. She's got a lot of good information. That sister right there. Let me tell y'all something. I watched a video last week before they came on my show. All right. I always try to, research whoever I'm about to have on the show. So I don't just bring anybody on. Don't have nothing. I don't know anything about them. That's crazy. You gotta have enough respect for them to at least follow them and see what they do. But anyway, I saw a video from Jewel Guy last week. Right, this sister found some walnuts. Okay, first of all, I had no idea that Baltimore. If you don't know, Baltimore is a natural place where we have walnut trees in certain areas of the city. I don't know if you know this. I didn't know this. I learned this from the video I watched from her. Now, what I did know, when she showed the actual walnut when it was inside the shell, I know I've seen those before in the streets in different areas when I walk my dogs and things like that. To me, it looks like a tennis ball. It's fuzzy on the outside and all that shit. Let me tell you, man, this sister broke that, washed the walnut off, and then cracked it open so you could see the inside. And it was a walnut just sitting right there inside. All you had to do was put it in the damn oven and roast it. That was it. That's all you had to do. Put it in the oven and roast it. Who else I had on recently? My sister, Arthur Paula Shakespeare. Shout out to her. You want to get her book, DNA, is available on Amazon. She has a DNA part 2 that's coming out as well. I just had her on a few weeks ago. You want to check her book out. You want to check out Desmond Guy and Jules Guy book, Dear Black Men and Dear Black Women. You want to check that out. I'm telling you, man, they powerful shit. They are definitely powerful and powerful. Who else, man? Let me see. Arthur Polis Shakespeare we just had on. Oh, shout out to our fan Lakeisha Love Dawn Atkins, y'all. Check out her damn, I'm so proud of her. Check out her movie. She completed a movie, and I think it premiered. I can't remember the date, but I know it was in October when we watched it. But anyway, go on YouTube or go on her page, Lakeisha Love Dawn Atkins, and check out this movie that she just did called The Butler. It's really good, and you should support her because she's another one. She's got a big heart. She helps out. She helps a lot of people. She helped me with some stuff, you know. Before I even, a lot of people don't know this. I'm about to put something out there. Before I even put Unusual Favor out there, I sent a draft of my work to two people. And one was her. The other is a childhood friend, and I don't know. I don't know if I really probably shouldn't say his name. I don't want to put him out there like that. I don't know. But if you played football with us back in the day, Woodlawn Rec, you know what I'm talking about because right now he's like a producer. He's doing a lot of different stuff, and he also has a vodka that y'all should check out. I can't think of the name right now. Damn. But anyway, yeah, I sent it to these two people because in the beginning, I didn't know where I wanted to go with this book, and I didn't know what first, like I said earlier, it was a stage play, and then I felt as though it wasn't, it didn't hit hard enough because I didn't use my wife and myself as the main characters. I used us as the thought, but I didn't actually use our names, and I thought that just wasn't personal enough. I needed it to be real and organic. So I really put it out there what we went through once I got her. My wife was cool with me writing about our some of the things that we went through because I was fine with it, but I wanted to make sure that she was because if she didn't, then I don't know. I don't know because I can't see me changing it. I can't see me, not writing it the way it is because it's some of the best work that I'm sure I'll ever write. And that's only my first book. I got 3, but that's like my first book. So, and look out for Unusual Favor 2 will be out very soon. I can't even tell. I want to tell you guys the subtitle so much for that book, but I can't because I'm fighting with 2 different ones. Maybe I'll do like a little campaign from the friends and family and fans who have bought Unusual Favor 1 to help me decide on a subtitle because I got 2 different subtitles that I'm thinking about for this book. I think I'm gonna change the color up too. I don't know if it's gonna be my favorite, purple or yellow. Shout out to my Lakers. I'm gonna make sure I watch that game tonight too. Boy, even though LeBron ain't there, we still gonna get it done. Y'all stop hating on my boy Westbrook. Triple double king. All right. Log on to what up, Bald. I'm sorry. Go to Lady J Media at gmail.com for all of the ways to watch all the shows on What Up Baltimore. I believe the shows are all week long. You want to check it out. Just go on the website, ladyjmedia at gmail.com, so you can see when the shows are coming on. There's a lot of wonderful things that she has going on as well. Shout out to Dr. Lady J Jenkins, another wonderful human being who's doing so much in the community and doing so much for so many people. I am one of them because I'm here right now. I didn't know how I was going to bring when the pandemic hit, I was like, shit, how am I going to bring my open mic virtually? You know what I mean? What am I going to do? And it just fell right in place. Shout out to my brother, Kevin Curry. He introduced me to Lady J and it was on from there. And now we are where we are, one big family, and What Up Baltimore is what it's about. So check us out, What Up Baltimore online radio. Um, Wonderful shows on us. Shout out to all of the wonderful hosts. We should all get together and do something for the holidays. I guess maybe virtually if everybody don't want to get together personally, we do a virtual party or something. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. I love sharing y'all shows and watching some of your things too because it's very inspirational. I love this network. It's very powerful and it's organic and it does a lot. It does a lot for the community. We shout out. Um mm, there's a play that's about to be done. Um, you want to follow with our Baltimore Online Radio to check that out too. I believe it's called All That Glitter. All That Glitters Isn't Gold. You want to check that out. Shout out to all the people over there that's doing that. And unusual favor next Wednesday. I gotta sit with my wife, but we're thinking about something for next Wednesday. If I can pull this off, this would be great. We're thinking about something pretty special. So hopefully I can share that with y'all at the towards the end of this week for next week's show on the 17th. For unusual favor. Um, Shout out to all my poetic family. Like I said, thank you, my sister Grace, for being on early today. I mean, it don't get no organic than this. I mean, she's she out and about doing something all the time. You know what I mean? And still, I appreciate you giving me the time and opportunity to have you on the show while you're in the middle of doing something because she's literally catering an event right now. She's getting money. She's trying to get some money. You know what I mean? So my sister was able to still get me in on the show and let me interview her for a minute. So I do appreciate you and love you, sis. Wish you all the best. I can't wait to the next event. The Halloween event for Poets for Dinner. I'm telling you, if you missed it, you're crazy. Because it was seriously. And I was late. I was a little bit late. I heard I missed a lot more. But if you wasn't there, telling you, telling you, amazing, amazing. So, um, as always, like I said, go on Amazon, get any of my books, Unusual Favor, Spitfire Poetry Volume 1 and 2. Also, get my music. In the Beginning is a LP that I did. Shout out to my boy, my brother, my fan, Donnie DeRingo at Four Wheeler Music. My very first LP. It's got like 8 poems on that LP that I did with Donnie. Shout out to Donnie DeRingo. You want to follow him too. He's a dope producer. Um, Also, uh, Flatline is a single that I did in Baltimore. Flatline in Baltimore. They were both done by Maurice Curl. Shout out to my man Maurice Curl. He's a good friend of me and Shalonda's. We love Maurice. He's a great guy. Stinky Face Productions. You want to check him out too. He's always got some stuff going on great. Um, and then my man Tori, my man T Hart. I did a couple songs with him. I only released one, and that's It's Wrong. Yeah. I've only released It's Wrong. I got 2 other ones I haven't put out yet. I'm just gonna wait, maybe drop them around Thanksgiving, holiday thing, Christmas, whatever. Um, but yeah, so follow me on Facebook, Instagram at John Hansborough, Unusual Favor, book page, Spitfire Poetry Shutdown pages. Every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, I'm right here, either me or my wife, or me and my wife together, with Spitfire Poetry Shutdown or Unusual Favor Podcast Show. All right. It's brought to you by Lady J Media at Butterfly Entertainment. Shout out to Eric. I ain't seen Eric in a minute. Her amazing son. They do a great job. Eric and Lady J, shout out to y'all. Um, and like I say, if you don't bless anyone else, there's nowhere you're going to be blessed. You have to bless other people if you want to be blessed. If you want to be blessed, you got to bless someone else. All right. Be vigilant. Look out for each other. And like my sister that I just had on always say, love on each other. All right, y'all be safe out here.
That I'm healed. You know what I'm saying? So you